Hi, my name is Angus Ho with Daddy Debt, a part of the Ash Management Group. I want to show how you can budget as a full-time engineer, make real estate investments, and live an exceptional family life as a dad. So, come along with me in this journey of wealth. One of my favorite shows growing up as a kid is Til Debt Do Us apart. This show was one of the ways that I learned about money, how to manage it and how to make better decisions about my finances. What I want to do in my third series of new videos is where I react to some of the people in these shows.
Anytime I thought all of the skeletons out of the closet, one more thing would happen. Where's the money going to come from?
Instead of trying to find something constructive or productive to do here, I went and gambled instead.
You are a bully. Chris, you're a wuss.
I need you to describe to me what you want me to do. I can't see it.
I never thought a year and a half into being married I'd be considering separating from him.
In this episode, a couple is going through trust issues due to the past event which got them into financial crisis. Let's see what they have to say.
My name's Allison. I go to school full-time. I'm working on my doctoral degree in clinical psychology. As a full-time student, I don't have much of an income. I work as a research assistant and a teaching assistant at the universities.
My name's Chris. I went to school mainly for policing. I'd like to be in law enforcement, whereas now I work at a lumberyard, make about $14, $15 an hour.
When Chris and I met, we were both working on a farm.
She was actually the manager at the time.
Chris has told me in the past that he's not that great with money, and I've known he's not that great with money, and yet I just dumped all of the financial responsibilities for the household on him and wanted absolutely nothing to do with it.
I feel like I'm always under pressure to live up to her expectations. If I don't succeed, then to her I'm a failure.
I did want sort of the knight in shining armor to come in and take care of me.
I have a gambling problem that got us into debt. I was trying to use it to make extra income instead of finding a better paying job or working more hours to make the extra money.
I was just in absolute shock of like, where on earth did the money go? For a couple of months, it was just bad news after bad news after bad news. And anytime I thought, okay, I've heard it all now. All of the skeletons out of the closet. One more thing would happen. I was driving your car on Tuesday. What do you think I found?
Garbage?
No, bills. Oh, like, were you ever gonna tell me?
Possibly eventually, after I take care of it.
Livid, just absolutely livid. I can't ever really relax because as soon as I do, then there's one more thing that I find out about. I'm incredibly fed up. Like, I'm just tired of going through the same song and dance and nothing ever getting any better.
I miss it. The person I fell in love with. And I'm hoping to get her back.
That's interesting. Allison works as a research assistant who brings in around $12,000 per year, but also is in school as a doctoral student in psychology. Her husband Chris works at the lumberyard making about $32,000 per year. Yeah, the couple has been through some pretty serious issues, including where Chris is like going through a gambling problem, which is where the debt started. I can see why they have, some trust issues.
Next brave thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to see where the money's been going. When you look at the small amounts, you think to yourself, that's not such a big deal. When you add them all up and you get to over $1,300 a month on average on stuff, and then you add in another $1,400 in cash, that adds up to 60% of your income. And we haven't done mortgage payments, we haven't done groceries. Can you see why you have a small problem?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, right now they're paying about, $1,300 per month on wants, then another $1,400 in just cash. That's 60% of their income on wants. That doesn't even include the mortgages on the house or the groceries. Oh man, this is not going to be good when you have so much money going towards your wants.
And this is your debt. What I found interesting was when I asked you to fill out the sheet that had all your debt on it, you didn't include your car loan.
Because I didn't think of it as a loan so much as like a financing thing, but it really is.
You're overspending by $1,400 every month. And if you keep it up in 5 years, you'll be $280,000 in debt.
That's a nice house.
Oh wow, they also have a line of credit owing almost $10,000 at an interest rate of 10%. Oh man, this is not good. You know, after adding up all the loans they got, they owe almost $40,000. That is quite a lot of debt.
Okay, give me the cards. Debit cards, credit cards. Good, good, gone. And now you'll be living on cash. So instead of the $3,300 you were spending, you're only going to have $900 a month. And this is how it's going to pan out. You will have $100 a week for food.
Okay.
You can live with that.
Yeah.
$63.75 for transportation. $25 a week for entertainment.
Okay.
$17.50 for clothing and gifts, compared to like the $900 you were spending on miscellaneous consumption before. And finally, you'll have $15 for other, which includes everything from bank fees to your cat.
One of the things I love about Till Debt Do Us Apart, and one of the things I did as a kid, was the money jars. They really put the situation into perspective, and there is no way to overspend, especially when Gail takes away their credit cards and debit cards. Well, let's continue watching to see how they fare in this challenge.
So this week's challenge is a future plan challenge. Take a guess at what you think your credit rating looks like right now.
I'm worried that my once very good credit is now going to be miserable as a result of him not paying things on time.
They'll probably be yelling. We'll probably be up late at night trying to figure things out, how we're going to pay it back, how we're going to fix the credit.
The test is how much of an effect. How far down have I slipped?
I love this future plan challenge because it talks about credit scores and they're about to check theirs.
Your score is well below the average. Oh no. 23% of the people who have a score in my range are either going to default on a loan, file for bankruptcy, or fall 90 days past due on a credit account somewhere in the next 2 years.
Albeit, this show doesn't completely reveal their credit score. Allison does, however, reveal that her score is between 600 to 649. To me, that isn't the worst number because my rental score is 620. However, they can definitely do a lot better.
Their relationship rescue challenge, it's a matter of blind trust. They take turns on this slimy obstacle course, uncovering the promises they've made to each other. If they successfully complete all of my challenges, I'll give them up to $5,000.
Crawl forward until you hit the roundish object in front of you. Reach in front of you on top. There's a flat surface. Here, move your hand around. You'll find your card.
It says, I promise to show more appreciation for the work you do around the house. I promise to try and support you in whichever career you choose.
With your hands, reach forward. See that?
Yeah.
Pick it up and move it.
I promise not to make any major purchases or financial decisions or changes without consulting you. I want us to make these decisions together.
What do you think?
I like it, thank you.
You're welcome. Chris? No.
Can you hear me now?
6 steps forward.
Big steps, little steps, monkey steps.
Big steps.
I have no trouble listening to him when he talks or following his direction. I don't mind doing that. If I fall in the mud, I blame you.
Okay, you're going to lean against the object in front of you.
Whoa, sorry, what? Where, is this the edge of it here? I need you to describe to me what you want me to do. I can't see it.
Right there.
I promise not to buy anything online without talking to Allison. I agree with that.
In front of your left foot
Okay.
is your second envelope.
Okay, I'm not finding it, Chris. Can you point me in the right direction? It says, I will be more responsible with money. It's a little vague, like responsible how?
You're going to lie down on your belly. It's essentially slither like a snake.
Is there any other way? I really don't want to do that.
No, there's no other way.
Yeah, you can tell that they're going through some trust issues. And I love this relationship rescue challenge because it's all about trust and taking orders from each other, which sometimes you have to do in any relationship. it is so important that they do well on this challenge because, making decisions is not always easy, and allowing one person to do the work and not micromanaging is so important. Even as much as you hate to blindly trust your partner, sometimes it just has to be done.
I have for you a check for $4,000. Okay? This reflects the fact that you did all your financial challenges. That you accomplished everything I needed on the money front, but I still think you have to do work on the relationship front. Okay?
I definitely learned how to handle money better and how to budget things better.
You're making great effort to improve things now, and that means the world to me. And I think we're on the right track to recovery, but it's gonna take time.
At the end, Gail did feel that Allison was not able to forgive her partner, Chris, over this gambling addiction, and that she was able to blindly listen to Chris. So, to that end, she gave $4,000 out of the 5 to the couple, which is still, a win, but not 100%.
So when I got here, you guys were headed about $280,000 in debt because you were overspending about $1,400 a month. We put a debt repayment plan in place, $1,200 a month, which I made you go out and earn the extra money for.
Yep.
And if you follow that plan, you will be debt-free in 2 years, including your existing student loans.
Better.
If after 2 years, when your debt is repaid, you up your saving to $500 a month, by the time you're ready to retire, you'll have $1.1 million.
Wow, we can retire off of that.
Wow, I really loved this episode and learned so much valuable lessons from it. Before we end this episode, if you enjoyed this content, please make sure you smash that like button. It's very easy to do. Tell me what you think about this episode of Till Debt Do Us Apart by commenting below. Join me and many others at the Daddy Debt Facebook group to talk about your thoughts on this episode. Thanks for watching. If you would like to hear more budgeting, engineering, or real estate tips, please leave a comment down below on what you want to hear. Smash that like button, subscribe button, and be sure to hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I post new videos every week on Mondays and Thursdays. From the Ash Management Group, this is Daddy Debt, saving you money.